Hi Welders, here we got class 8 video on the go. There will be this week in your folder, there'll be class assignment number 3 that will be graded and put in gradebook, and also quiz number 4, okay? So, we have been through some of these things before, but the questions that you're going to need to do now are going to be a little more complicated. There'll probably be more than one step, there'll be 2 or 3 step problems to get to an answer, right? The key, as it's been all along, make sure you read the question, know what the question is asking, okay? So I know you know this, but we're just gonna review it. If we had to take a fraction to a decimal, right, it would be 9/16, 9 divided by 16. Here's our decimal, 0.5625, 0.56, 2 decimal places, or the hundredths decimal place. If you're asked 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3 numbers after the decimal, fourth numbers, 5 or above, so it would round to 0.563. That would be 3 decimal places or the thousandths decimal place, okay? You're going to be doing some fraction word problems here, and I know you can all add, subtract, and multiply the fractions, but to save you a lot of time, I would be using that fraction key on your calculator, right? Because I am trying to prepare you for an apprenticeship exam in the spring, and you will be able to use that ABC button, okay? And again, there'll be multiple step problems. Now, these questions you're going to get this week, the questions are going to have both decimals and fractions in them. Just here's a very helpful hint. If the problem is given out in fractions, solve it as a fraction. A lot of you are taking the time making it decimal and then converting it back at the end. You don't need to go through all that work. If the problem is given in fractions, solve it using fractions, okay? Sometimes you'll have fractions and decimals in the word problem. That's when you have to decide which way you want to do it. So when you do that, you would have to convert all your numbers to a fraction or all your numbers to a decimal. Now usually, it'll say right in the question, answer in fractional form or answer in decimal form. Okay, so we're back to what I've been saying since September. Make sure you read the question. Okay, at this stage of the game, I know you can get fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. The type of word problems we're dealing with now are a little more complicated, but I have the utmost of faith you can get it done.